Hey everybody, this is my 1 month post-op video, and with me today I have my girlfriend Erin.
Hello.
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 So I tried to convince Erin that this was going to be a topless video, but she didn't want to go along with it, so I'm the only one topless in this video. So I'm going to do kind of an update on my experience with the post-operative goings on, I guess you could call it. In my last video, I spoke about the allergy that I had to the bandages, where it made me break out and I had blisters, and I couldn't wear the Band-Aids that I had bought. That also affected the Zeroform strips that I had to put over the nipples, so I ended up just not doing bandages or Zeroform. I just put the ointment on my nipples and, walked around for a couple minutes before putting a shirt on, and then just went all day like that. So I'm not sure if that affected any of the healing or whatnot, but it seemed
It was only a couple days, though.
Yeah, it was only a couple
like 4
days, really, that I needed to do that. So it was all right. No big deal. And so a couple things that I've noticed with the healing thus far. The right nipple of mine is a little bit more of a raised scar around the edging of it, but it also has the protrusion in the middle, whereas the left one feels kind of flat at this point. It still has the discoloration difference from the areola and the center, but it feels smooth and flat. Also, the drain tube on the left side, it made my skin kind of pucker a little bit to where, like, at the beginning it was really kind of triangular. My skin was sticking out under here, and now it's kind of smoothed out a little more. So I was worried that was going to stick out for a long time, and Erin says it's not bad at all now compared to that. So whew, thank goodness on that one.
Dodged a bullet there.
Yeah, dodged a bullet on that. So another thing is my about 3 weeks after the surgery, I still couldn't raise my arms up too much. My range of motion was limited still, and I could, if I tried to do something I probably shouldn't have been trying to do, I could feel a little tug, and Erin was yelling at me like all the time, "Babe, you're not supposed to do that." So I did it anyway, but I could feel definitely a huge difference in that pull when I was doing stuff I wasn't supposed to do. And now that it's been a month, just 1 week later, I can lift my arms over my head. There's a little tightness, but there's no pain in the raising of the arms over my head, so that's good. Everything seems to be healing well. I use the Scar Guard. I don't use it twice every day like I'm supposed to, but I use it when I feel like maybe the scar's seeming a little too red or whatever. Sometimes before I go to bed I just put it on, let it dry, and then go to bed. And let's see what else. I'm not really experiencing any soreness anymore. There's a little bit of numb feeling, like a tingly, a little bit of numb feeling of sensations, but overall I can feel above the scar now, where before I could only feel below it and everything else up here was kind of numb. So that's good. I'm getting all of my feeling back and the sensations. The nipples are still not sensitive like they were before, but I was never really too sensitive before because I was pierced and then took the piercings out, and then since that it was just like you could pinch them and twist them and pull, and I'd be like, what? I'm like, don't bother thinking that there's going to be any reaction there because it's not so sensitive. But yeah, another thing to add on to that, I just feel like there's so much more confidence with me finally getting to have my flat chest. I know for Erin as my partner, it was really hard for her, or I guess I could let you speak for yourself, but how I just never was comfortable with that area being touched.
No, not ever. It was strange for me to not be able to touch my partner in certain spots, but over time it was just another thing, and now I can, and so I'm still very gentle about it. I don't know if there's pain or anything still, and I don't want to be that one that hurts him. So I am still very careful, and it's not all the time. I'm still getting used to it, but it's definitely a nice thing.
Yeah, for me it feels good too to have somebody like finally be able to touch me and for me to feel comfortable with that. And even though it is like gentle touches, like it's still sensitive enough to where that feels really good. And so that I feel like that has helped our relationship also get a little more intimate and just to be more comfortable with my partner. So I appreciate that, and that wasn't on my list of things to mention, but it just came across my mind, so I did want to mention that. Also, I want to mention that everyone heals differently. This is my experience, and I don't want some trans guy to feel like that his experience is going to be as good as mine. I feel like mine's been amazing. I've healed fast. I feel great. I feel like it's aesthetically pleasing to me. Nothing is all wonky or crooked or anything like that. And so the minimal, differences, like with the raised nipple and all that stuff, like I still feel like my healing has been awesome, but not everybody's experience is going to be the same. Somebody else might have it where they healed faster than me or, whatnot. So just thought I'd mention that. I've also observed tying my shoes. The boobs aren't in the way anymore, so that's awesome. And my posture was terrible because I was always walking around, shameful that I had breasts, and now I can walk confident with my shoulders back, and so that's a really great feeling, and I feel like it shows in my confidence when people see me and view me. They think that, wow, he's so much happier now. So that's a good indication. And I get to display my tattoo now, which didn't happen too often before because I was always wearing a binder. And looks like my battery's dying, so I probably can't go off on this topic. I just wanted to say that our 5-year-old son is doing really well with this. He doesn't know too much about my trans status or anything. He just knows that I'm like his dad, like I'm a father figure to him, and that I had to go to the doctor because I had some owies that the doctor needed to take care of, and now since I'm more confident around the house, he is more able to come like into our bedroom where we used to keep it locked because I didn't want him walking in, just in case I was doing something, I didn't want him to see anything.
Or not knowing how to explain it to a 5-year-old.
Or not knowing how to explain it to him yet. So I just always kept the door locked. And now our door is kept open and unlocked, and he's able to come in whenever. And I think it's shown that he is just much more happy that he has that freedom to come to us now whenever, it's like bedtime or early in the morning. So
seems like there's less nightmares and less worry
and
on
sadness.
his part.
Yeah, he was sad.
Because when it was just him and I, it was, he would sleep in my bed a lot. We shared a room in our apartment, and while he had his own bed, he would most normally come crawl in bed with me because I had a king size, so there was plenty of room. And then when we got together and moved in together and he couldn't sleep in the same bed, it was almost like he acted kind of like he was being rejected, and that was,
it was like
hard
a
for
disconnect.
me. So I was really excited. Right before the surgery happened, I was really excited, and I brought it up to Rob that I was looking forward to keeping the door open and looking forward to him being able to come and snuggle and, the things that I've missed.
Yeah.
I'm a sappy mom, what can I say?
Because he's a mama's boy, and he's well loved, but so now we have that freedom, and everything just seems great and perfect. And so that's it for the video this time, guys. Hope you enjoyed Erin And I hope you enjoyed all the great things that we had to say. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.